for the week commencing Sunday, the 9th of May, 2021. Epic Games Store. They've gone back to giving away free games. Woo! And we now know how much they cost. So Pine is available until the 14th of May, so you can add it to your account as always. For PlayStation, we have Virginia, which is $3 until the 13th of May. Strider, $4.60 until the 13th of May. All of these are the 13th of May, so I'm not going to say it anymore. Wasteland 2, Director's Cut, $8. Kingdom Hearts, all in one package, $40.
I'll just clarify with that, you're getting both collection packages and Kingdom Hearts 3, so that is a massive deal.
That's a really good deal. I would get it if I was a weeb. And Fire Pro Wrestling World, which is $21. Over to you for Xbox, Vinny.
Yeah, so quite a bit for Xbox. And I'll just clarify, the reason why we didn't cover Nintendo sales is because a lot of the sales end today. So that's why there's no point.
And can I just quickly say, I bought Final Fantasy VII, which was on sale on the Switch.
Cool.
So that's where I've landed on that. Awesome. So you won, you bastard.
Awesome. So for Game Pass, so some really cool additions. Available now is Steep, a game I've been wanting to try for a while on console Game Pass. We've got Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster on console PC available on the 13th of May. The rest are all 13th of May. That's cool. It's got a new achievement list on PC, so I'm excited about that, but I still got to finish the other one. Just Cause 4 on console and PC, Psychonauts on console and PC, Red Dead Online on console, and Remnant from the Ashes on PC Game Pass. A couple of removal lowlights leaving on the 15th of May is Alan Wake on console and PC, Dungeon of the Endless on console and PC, and Final Fantasy IX on console and PC. And that's a Play Anywhere title, but unfortunately, if someone hasn't started it, I don't think 6 days is enough to really
6 days. I was going to ask.
Yeah,
probably not.
Really.
Well, I don't like how short the period is that they keep saying these games, because there was one game a month ago that you said about, it was a Metroidvania, Bloodstained. And I was like, you know what? I don't even have time to fit this in.
Yeah, I wish they gave you more notice, 100%.
At least a couple of weeks.
Most of the games stay in, that are like GTA or whatever, most of the games stay in for a really good amount of time, but they don't give you the notice.
It should be like a month. A month is a good
A month
period.
is, I think month's fair.
Yeah.
So they do it on a monthly announcement.
Yeah. So
start of the month, right. Here's what's coming next month.
So there's also massive update for the FPS Boost games on Xbox. So they added 74 new games to the support. And that brings the total to 97. So some of the highlights, and I've linked the full list in the description, but all the Assassin's Creed games on Xbox One, so 3 Remaster, Rogue Remaster, Ezio Collection Unity, which is awesome. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Dragon Age Inquisition, all the Far Cry games on Xbox One, Lords of the Fallen, My Time at Portia Prey, Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, which I'd actually like to check out again, and Tomb Raider Definitive Edition are all bumped up. Some of them, most are bumped up to 60. There's a few games in the list that bumped up to 120.
It's actually a lot of 120. It feels like half the list is 120.
So I did actually load up Assassin's Creed Remastered, but it mustn't have updated yet. So I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly when this stuff goes live, but it wasn't live as of 2 days ago. So
did you check, because it's off by default?
No, there's no option to enable it. So So
and why is it off by default? That's quite interesting.
Well, it's interesting to say that because when I tried it last time, it didn't do that. It wasn't off by default. So it's saying that. Well, it said they dropped it, so I don't know. I'll come back. I might try a couple more, but whatever. Yeah, that's the bargain bin for me.
Can I just say, the FPS Boost is the most underrated and underappreciated feature that I can think in gaming in years.
It's fucking awesome.
No one talks about it.
I think,
dude, no one. It gets
that's
zero
a
hype.
shame.
It gets zero hype. It gets zero attention. I listen to some. You'd be amazed at this, Winnie. I actually listen to an Xbox podcast, right? Solely dedicated to Xbox. Anyway, and they talk about their communities. People just don't give a shit about it. They'll talk about it, and people are like, oh yeah, cool. And I mean, it kind of does play into Jack Ryan and his statements about backwards compatible.
Yeah, maybe.
The wild thing for me though is that that's the only thing you can do on an Xbox Series X is play the Xbox One games.
Yeah, at the moment, exactly. What else are you going to do? There's no new.
insult.
I want to give Lords of the Fallen a crack at 60. Because I keep meaning to get back into it, and I played it for a little bit, and I'm like, and I don't know if you know from the full list, the Outer Worlds, is that
was already updated. That got a natural update from Obsidian themselves to run at 60 on it.
Okay, and what about? Sorry, I didn't mean the Outer Worlds. I'm an idiot. What about
Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds?
Outer Wilds. Sorry. That's the one I'm thinking of. I'm an idiot.
Confused. I love it. No, you're not. But that's confusing.
I know. I always get those two mixed up, even though they're entirely different games. I checked that the other day, and I didn't see an update for it.
It's not. No, it's not in the list at the moment. But I've heard that game is getting some potential DLC. So it wouldn't surprise me if at the same time they do some next gen updates or a whole new next gen version. So
awesome, because I'd love to have that at 60.
Yeah, it's very hard to go back to 30. Like, I've never really had heaps of games on 30. Although, having said that, play a lot of Switch, and that's like 30 a lot. Handheld just feels different, so...
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, let's get into Swinny's segment.
Yes,